I just want to talk about, because I want to just say it. I wish that Sora would be in Tournament of Villains. Why? Because of Kai and Skylar. You see this scene. Like, Roby and Wildfire, you can see that they like each other. Lloyd wants to interrupt them. Like, let me think. Like Dareth. But Sora, amazing genius. She says, let's give them their free time. Thank you. That's why I wanted her in the Tournament of Elements. That's the only reason. Because I wanted Kai and Skylar. I wanted Kai and Skylar, someone to just push out Dareth the way and just say, Dareth, shut up. Dareth, shut up. Seriously. Just stop. And because he was like, Skylar, let me just ask you one thing. Will you add this puffy pot stickers back on the menu? And it's like, seriously, I've been actually just hostage with my dad, and I've been thanking the person and telling them that I'm keeping in touch, and you just ask me, will I add something on the menu? That feels is this the only reason you saved me? What if I didn't? Imagine Skylar didn't even want to continue making her father's business. What do you, it just shows I want you to do it. You have to do it. It's it's her decision. It's let me just interrupt them. Even that everyone around them can see that they're about to kiss. And then no one's let me just grab Dareth so they can have their moment. They're not asking for much. They're asking for a cup, 2-3 minutes alone with each other. That's all they're asking for. It's no, that's too much. This guy just let me just interrupt them. They've been having these moments, and this, just Dareth is I don't have an elemental power. Let me just go to this. And you might be it just happened once. It happened twice. One time it was you know what I mean. One time it was just let me do this. And this is just why I want, the second time it was not in Tournament of Element. It was in Crystallized. They're just, I don't have a photo of it. In the end scene of Crystallized, if you watch it, the end scene, the last episode, when Sally's song is playing, then Kai is talking to Skylar, and then Dareth just jumps up out of nowhere to just scare Kai. I feel like Dareth's superpower wouldn't even be brown. It would be just coming in the worst situations to interrupt Kai and Skylar. His superpower. He always had it. But it's you did it once. Can you learn from your mistake? No. You can just do it again in the next season. This season, then there's season 6 where they don't, they see each other for a brief second. Then they don't see each other. They see each other for once for season 7, just for Kai to ask a question, because Kai is really not feeling very good, and I understand, that's not the best moment for him. And then season 8, no. Season 9, yes, but Skylar's not even feeling okay. At least Dareth then didn't pop up. At least he didn't. Sorry that the next picture is really bad shape. Yeah, at least Dareth didn't pop up then. At least that's it. But it might have been just oh, it's an excuse because he's hanging out with Gale Gossip. Like, that's the only thing what could come back to my mind except interrupting them. And then I know in season 10 they don't interrupt them. They're like, I believe even someone stops him from interrupting them, but like, you managed twice without doing it, and then you do it again. Like, oh, Sora, thank you. At least you can show the team it's not that hard. You can just push someone away. Just have let these two people do that moment and have their moment. I don't like Wildfire and Roby that much, but I'm happy at least they got their moment. Like, I would be annoyed if Lloyd did it. Like, it was like, oh, Wildfire, like Lloyd, learn from their riff and don't do the same mistake. At least like Sora was like, oh, let me just help her, help Lloyd and don't embarrass himself. Like, I feel like Sora would be so helpful in like Crystallized and Tournament of Elements just to push away Dareth. Like, I feel like she would be like, oh yeah, let me just push him away. Like, seriously, just the smartest character and the only character what can actually see it. Well, I get it for like Wildfire was really visible because even Frack, who barely even knew Wildfire, could see it, but like, seriously, it's not that hard. Like, anyone from the team could have just pushed Dareth away or told him, Dareth, can you ask Skylar the question later? Like, can you ask her later? Or like, can you ask her if she still wants to keep doing noodles? Like, actually, in season 9, he's like, you still have food? And there's like, oh, she owns a noodle company. It's like, he only like, actually sees Skylar as, he doesn't even see her as a person who has elemental power. She just sees her a person who sells noodles. Like, she does not even think that she's a ninja. Like, seriously, Delriff, just shut up. Just go to your house and shut up. No one likes you. And if you like Dareth, I don't. I won't forgive him. I just don't. It's you're entitled of your own opinion, but I just don't like him. Sorry. And this is my entire